Good afternoon, Colin here with Techout, and today we're going to be talking about the battery life, or lack thereof, on iOS 26 Beta 1. This has some of the worst battery life that I have seen in a beta in a long time. As you can see here, this is my usage from about 1 o'clock today when I unplugged my phone until 4 o'clock right now. Well, that's all day. So 12 a.m. I unplugged it this morning at 7 a.m. and then I didn't use it. And then I got in the car probably about 12:45, 1 o'clock, right around here. And that was plugged into CarPlay on my wireless charger. You can actually see that it was using so much power when connected to my wireless charger using CarPlay that it was still losing power. And then I plugged it in again when I got home, which is where it started going back up to where we are right now, which is when I charged 97% 2 minutes ago, just before this video. But the battery life is so bad in Beta 1 that I actually went out and spent $100 on this Mophie battery case for using my phone away from a charger, just because having my MagSafe chargers that I have, like the Anchor one, simply don't charge it fast enough to keep up with how much power it's using to make it worthwhile. So I actually got the Mophie case, which is, USB-C, to have a little bit of extra power on the go, because the battery life on this beta is that bad. The phone gets very warm, the battery drains very quickly. In like 10 or 20 minutes of use, I can easily go to 10 to 15% of battery, and that's doing simple things like browsing the web or social media apps. Watching YouTube uses even more battery. So there's not much you can do here on iOS 26 Beta 1 that does not just suck through the battery. And I did do a feedback on this, and we have the same consensus from pretty much everybody. Of course, you can see the recent activity here. We did have one random crash earlier when I was swiping on the home screen. I swiped to my next page and the phone restarted. We've got message notifications don't clear on other devices. So when I send a message, you can see here my Apple Watch says that I have 25 unread messages, which I do not. But when I send a message, it comes up on my Apple Watch as a new message, even though it's me sending the message. And when I open messages on my phone or something like that, they don't clear from the watch. So I have to open messages on the watch and go through each conversation to get rid of the notification count. And then, of course, we have battery drains faster than expected. Recent similar reports, more than 10, which I've only ever seen that say more than 10 or less than 10. I've never seen it say more than like 100 or anything like that. They'll basically only tell you if it's more than 10 people. Haptics, when you set the haptic to synchronize with the ringtone for general notifications, they don't work. It just doesn't play any haptics. More than 10 people on that. More than 10 people on device becomes warm during light use, and the unable to check for beta updates, that has been resolved. That was a server-side thing that they fixed. So you can now see that you're on the latest beta and see that you're in the beta program now. So that's just some of the stuff going on here with iOS 26 Beta 1. If you're somebody using your phone as a daily driver, I do not recommend Beta 1. It's not because it's unstable, but it's simply that battery life is absolutely atrocious right now. So just keep that in mind if you're thinking about installing this on your device. I'm Colin with Techout. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and have a great day.